Jane Hull said, "At the end of the day, the most overwhelming key to a child's success is the positive involvement of parents." It gives me immense pleasure to wish a bright, pleasant and beautiful morning to all our revered parents, our worthy Principal Mrs. Poonamji, Vice Principal Mrs. Raina Chawna, Senior Wing Coordinator Mrs. Parul, my colleagues and our lovely students. It's my privilege to welcome all to grace the occasion together as a SWS family to mark another landmark of success. Before we begin, may I request all the present in the hall to kindly put their mobiles on silent mode. Thank you. Today is the day of our students and their parents to know about this new journey and build their future from here. We know that Orientation Day is a very special and much awaited event in every student and their parents' life, as it is the celebration of their achievements and upcoming journey. I, Gurmeet Kaur, on behalf of the SWS team, welcome you all to this orientation program. Parents are requested to mark their attendance in case they have missed. I think everybody is done. Thank you. If you light a lamp for somebody, it will also light your path. So light the lamp of positivity and mark the miles with courage. May I now request our Principal Ma'am, Vice Principal Ma'am, our Senior Coordinator and the teachers to light the lamp. I request the parents.
Girls, children come. One child.
Go.
Karuna ma'am, picture. Hanjima ma'am, Kavita. You can look up also. Hold hands like this. Yes. Yes, like this. Everybody is. And look up. Look up. Yes, look up also. And air condition is when you are holding, you have to look up.
Any grandparents in the house? No?
We have one.
We have? Where?
You also come from here.
Please come. Where is your grandfather? आप ही आते बच्चे? Straight for the child also.
Thank you, everyone. Always welcome a new day with a smile on your lips, love in your heart, and good thoughts in your mind. So how can our children stay behind in welcoming you all? I would like to call upon the stage our lovely students to present a welcome song. That was a great start. Thank you, children. If you think presentations cannot enchant people, then you have never seen a really good one. Here, I would like to call upon our Honorable Vice Principal, Mrs. Raina Shona, a torchlight for all of us, the pride of Smart Wonders School, to take forward this event and give you an insight about the past session, peek in the curriculum, and proceedings for the session 22-23. You're welcome, ma'am.
And thank you, children, for lovely welcome song. Good morning, parents and lovely children. First of all, I would like to thank all the parents, especially when children were in class 8. We got best response for joining the classes. Actually, it was so difficult for us, to be honest, to accommodate them. And in the process, some children were very unhappy with us. And because the condition was such that we were supposed to have only 18 children in class. Initially, it was 17. We made it 18, then 19. And in class 8, I guess we went up to 21. And how we accommodated. So, big round of applause, teachers. I actually, because I had taught in DPS, so naturally I have connections there. So I was asking them also, like, what is the response like? They said, no, children are not willing to come back. But this class 8 batch, when you were in 8, you were torch bearers, and I used to give your examples that they are so excited to come to school. So we were also very happy. Naturally, school smiles when our children smile. So you are the one who are actually you can say the garden of our school. This is the way I always say. So I will be now taking you through this presentation, where I have collected some memories of last year also. Then I will take you to the further journey that you people had in class 9. Class 9 actually is a career building class, so there is going to be some serious business. So whenever there will be something, then we will be discussing it. Even children, you can also ask questions if you have any doubt anywhere. So welcome all of you to this orientation 2022-23. Our stalwarts of Smart Learner School, our director, Mr. Sandeep Singh, and principal Ms. Poonamjit Kaur, whose vision actually has taken school to these great heights. Sir is not here with us, but he has sent his blessings. Ma'am is with us. Thank you so much, ma'am, for our pillar of strength and always there to encourage us and guide us. So we have a senior wing coordinator also this year. So Dr. Parul Bhargava, ma'am has joined us this year. She comes here with 18 years of teaching experience, and her last assignment was with St. John's School, where she was working as PGT mathematics. So you know that we are striving towards making our children confident, competent, and caring individuals, and we would keep doing this. Now, I will take you down the memory lane. So we were jumping from online to offline, offline to hybrid. So all these pictures I have collected. So we started our session last year with Sukhmani Sahib Part. So we always seek blessings of the God, and this year also we have done that. This picture is from our last session. As I said, school was smiling when children were back. So now we will move to celebrations during the session 21-22. Children, you can recognize your pictures, but these pictures are not in any preference of any preference or something. Just like that, I have collected the pictures just to take you down the memory lane. So you can help me in finding out what activity you were doing. Somebody can help me here. Nidhi, you can.
This is 8th.
8th, you were not there. So I think teachers can help. What was happening? Oh, it is just like a quiz. Okay, I think some role play was done, and I think it is combination of some Independence Day also that was celebrated. Okay, so some festival,
Harvest festival.
food festival, harvest festival. Yes, we conducted, and thank you to all the parents. I think this was online only, and thank you for making those lovely dishes. We also enjoyed in the online mode. Then I think this was some Hindi activity. I can see Manju ma'am there. Some role play activity was done in the class. Then this is Anamika ma'am, your class.
Yes, ma'am.
So PTM and other sessions, whatever were there, parents came and they met. Then we had our English festival, treasure hunt. It was a great success, this program. I think many children had participated also, and they have won prizes. Then there was this mock parliament, or I think court scene that was done by Social Science Department. Again, some science activity. Yes. So you can see that lots of activities had happened last year. Again, this was Hindi festival. We organized festival for every subject. Hindi festival, then we had English festival, then mathematics quiz, then science exhibition. So you just name it and we had it. And all credit to all parents, because without your support we could not have done it. Again, some more pictures from Hindi festival only. Yeah, these are our achievers. Then some more activities. I think this was for a pledge that we took to encourage mother tongue. Yeah, this was the thing. I think local language. Yes. Then it was science exhibition. Okay. So I just took you through your last year. Now we are moving towards our class 9. So this year there is no hybrid class because you had actually opted for offline classes only. So that is why we are having offline classes for our class 9 as well as for class 10. So we will be having proper timetable. So all the activities, whatever are planned, they are all mentioned in the calendar. So same activities would be conducted this year. And a full-fledged timetable starting from 8 a.m. to 2:50 p.m. will be followed with 0 period every day. You know that our USP is 0 period where we do lots of activities. So 0 period will be conducted every day. 1 hour slot is kept for this, and it will cater to periodic assessment on Monday, circle time assembly on Tuesday, circle time on Wednesday, club on Thursday, and house activity on Friday. Children, you have to come on Saturday also. So we are not having 0 period. So yeah, but this is something that I have to add here. Although I have not written here Saturday, so Saturday also you have to come because class 9 and 10 is serious class. So we do some serious business also. We do not do only fun, but we do some serious business. So we will be conducting some remedial classes. I will just be telling you. Then we have offline class protocol because Corona is still there, so we need to be careful. So school timings are from 8 a.m. to 2:50 p.m. Attendance will be marked from 8 o'clock till 8:10 a.m. Compulsory to wear school uniform. Parents have little doubt, even children also have little doubt that which uniform they have to wear on which date. So that on day. So this is what is written here also. You have to wear, like children have to wear formal uniform on Monday and Tuesday. Tracksuit on Wednesday, Thursday, and house t-shirt on Friday and Saturday. So even if you are having your sports period, physical education period on Monday and Tuesday, still you are expected to wear formal uniform. Okay? In case you feel that during your play or during when you are having that sports period, you need to wear some other shoes, just carry them. Monday and Tuesday is definitely for formal uniform. Social distancing and COVID protocol. Wherever possible, we will try to maintain social distancing, wear a clean mask, preferably surgical mask. This is on the basis of our own experiences because we had worn it every day for 2 years here in school. So that is why if a surgical mask you can wear, that will be comfortable. Children are supposed to bring their own water bottle. Refill will be available in school. We have hand-free sanitizers at every possible location in school, but still children should bring their own small bottle of sanitizer for their own safety. Follow physical and social distancing at every point, entry, exit, or wherever possible. Commuting to and from school with proper sanitization and mask, especially those who would be coming by bus, mask should be on. So all the parents are advised to please guide your children to be careful. Then bring healthy food in lunch box and clean napkin. Sharing of food and water, again, initially should be avoided because as I said, we will be having all the protocols in place. So sharing of food and water should not be done, initially at least. Then we are not having any canteen facility also for initial 2 months. Please send sufficient food and preferably 2 tiffins if possible. 1 fruit tiffin and 1 normal food, whatever children like. Do not send your ward to school if child or any family member is unwell. It is for the safety of others in school. So whenever child is unwell or any family member is unwell, we will be little careful and we will not send child to school. Now arrival and dispersal. Students are expected to reach at least 10 minutes before the arrival time. Please do not send them much before that because teachers reach school at 7:45 a.m. in the morning and by 7:50 a.m. they reach the class. We do not want that children should be around the campus when nobody is there to look after them. I hope you have understood our concern. We want that children should be inside the campus when all the teachers are also here in the campus. So do not leave them much before the starting time. You can leave them by 7:50 but not before that. Again, pick up and drop will be from gate number 1 and the same gate, and then dispersal will be conducted from front lawn and basketball court. We will be sending you proper schedule soon that from which class will be standing where and how you have to take your work. Then students must be picked up punctually at 2:50 p.m. Again the same concern because teachers leave at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. After that we want that children should not be left in school, although we take care. In case of emergency you can trust us, no worry, but otherwise try that children should be picked at 2:50. Consecutive, this is for children, consecutive 3 days of coming late and default in the uniform will have consequences now. Latecomers and uniform defaulters for consecutive 3 days will be sent home. Will be sent home, this is for parents. So, children, you be careful, you come in proper school uniform, but otherwise we will call your parents, they will have to come here and they have to take you back. Okay? So, please be careful. Then school rules and regulations. I have picked all these schools rules and regulations from school almanac. So my request would be please read. As a parent you also read and children also should be reading before they come to school. Students must carry their textbooks, notebooks according to the given timetable. Written work should be submitted regularly. Homework will be shared via school pad now. Because we have shifted to school pad. I think all of you have already downloaded school pad app. May I ask you, everybody has done it? Okay, if you have not done it, please do it as soon as possible because we will not have now WhatsApp groups also. Initially we have created for fast communication, but gradually we are moving towards now school back. So homework schedule also will be prepared and shared with you. To avoid heavy bags, please make sure that your ward is carrying all the books and notebooks as per the timetable. Because timetable also will be shared with you soon. Then refer to school almanac for any rules and regulations which are to be followed in school. Then again, I'm emphasizing on the same point, school pad app you should download. Parents can write mail to the school for any grievance. If you have any grievance, please write to us. We will always revert. And you can meet vice principal or principal also, but with prior appointment. Because there are so many other assignments which are happening side by side, so always take an appointment. You can meet a parent and counselor also, but on any Saturday only with a prior appointment. Again, appointment, as I said, teachers are going to teach on Saturdays also because class 9 and 10 would be coming on Saturdays also. So that is why you will have to fix an appointment. Kindly, now I'm just telling you that how you can fix an appointment. Kindly send a diary note in case of any appointment with educator or any other important message that is to be conveyed to the class in charge or the vice principal. You can send a diary note. Then we have liability facility also in school. Books can be issued for a period of 1 week. However, in case if child has not returned the book in 7 days, then fine of 5 rupees per day will be charged. In case book is misplaced or lost, then it is to be replaced. So you have to be careful. Students are not permitted to wear any ornaments or expensive watches because sometimes they get misplaced also. And similarly, girls also just small studs only, so no heavy danglers or something. Then children must develop respect for school property. Any kind of damage to school property will have to be compensated. Kindly do not approach staff members for extra coaching or tuition. Our teachers are very good, they are experienced, so you need not to go for any extra coaching anywhere else. They teach so well, you need not to approach them for extra coaching. So even no informal groups should be created. Sometimes parents create groups with all the parents and then they include teachers also in the same group, so please do not do so. And we will communicate only via school pad now. Now, if you feel that your child requires any support, I am saying that do not send for any extra coaching, do not approach us also for extra coaching, but we provide you remedial classes and these classes are conducted on Saturdays. We will start these classes from July onwards and on the basis of their performance in periodic assessment and on the basis of their class performance, we pick the children and then sometimes on PTM also we discuss, teachers discuss with the parents also in case if they need any support, then we make them part of these remedial classes. So if they require any remediation, so my request to all the parents would be please cooperate with us. Do not feel bad about it. These are support classes and children actually love it. So you just have to encourage them to be part of these classes because sometimes children do not ask questions when they are sitting in a big group in the class. So here only teachers are catering to 2 or 3 or maybe 4 or 5 students. So that is why comfort level is more and children feel very comfortable and their doubts also get cleared in a better manner. children should be discouraged from using social media for uploading any information. For 2 years, children, you were actually not only in online class, you were there on social media also. And we have seen cases where parents were also not aware that children were active on Facebook and on Instagram. So actually it was a shock for the parent also when we called them here and when principal interacted with them, and then we had to show it to them that your child is so active, and it is he or she is not active only for past 10 or 15 days, for the past 2 years. So now my request to all the parents would be, please discuss with your child today and tell them that how they should be actually behaving on social media. I'm not saying they should not use it, but there is a socially appropriate behavior that should be there when you are handling social media. What children had done, so because children are also sitting here, what children had done, they had shared distorted pictures of teachers, of their friends. Actually, it is part of cyber crime. I'm sorry to say this is a harsh word, but the other person can feel offended and that person actually can file a complaint. So you have to be very careful. Like at this tender age, if some complaint of this kind is filed against you, then your future also gets affected. You have to be very careful, because when you will be applying for your higher studies, at that time all these things would come back. So you have to be very careful. So parents, my request to you is, please sit with your child today and discuss it. We are also going to have sessions where we will be sensitizing all children about their safety protocol as far as their cyber presence is concerned. Now there is a lot of buzz around new education policy. So you will be glad to know that we have implemented new education policy. It was declared in 2020 because we were online, we could not incorporate it fully. So now we are back with a bang. So we have introduced skill-based approach, skill-based subjects also. So all activities which will be done in school, like art, dance, music, sport, will also have an element of skill progression. It is very important actually. Whatever you do, whatever sports you do, you need to have a skill. It is not only for fun. It is very important now. All companies who are going to hire you in future, they are going to look for your skills. If you are doing art, like what progression you had, what all you had learned. If you were doing dance, what all forms of dance you know, how you can take it to next level. So all this, we have moved now from competency to skill. Due to COVID, children could not be sent for any internship or anything. We could not take them on any field trip. But now this year, we are planning to give them practical exposure also, and they will be encouraged to go for internship. Now, skill subjects, I think I have already shared with you the choice of skill subjects also. You have received the Google form for this. So these are two subjects which we are planning to introduce in class 9. One is artificial intelligence. I think all of you had heard a lot about artificial intelligence. CBSE actually has a full-fledged, beautiful curriculum for artificial intelligence. So this is one subject that would be there, and the other one is marketing and sales. So marketing and sales is from commerce background, and basically I think children, you must have enjoyed the program Shark Tank. How many of you have seen it? Children? Yes. Actually, interestingly, I'm the one who is going to teach this subject. And when I read this curriculum, there were two choices which were given to me by principal. One was insurance and banking, and other one was marketing and sales. Insurance and banking is all about banking industry and insurance, and marketing and sales is all about make your product, design your product, price it, promote it. Oh, that's it. This is what children want. They want to be entrepreneurs, isn't it? So that is why we have taken this subject. So I'm sure you are going to like this subject. So this is these are two subjects. So children will have to make choice between these two. Any one you can pick. Now we have school clubs. We are going to take care of your profiles also, because we know that when you apply for higher studies or when you go for any job, at that time they just want to know what apart from your degrees you have done. So just to build your profile, these clubs we are going to run in the school this year. So you have, again, I think we have shared the Google form with you already. So you have to choose your clubs also. So this is just a list of activities that we plan to do here. So one is Eco Club, which will be taking care of environment. These are some activities which are mentioned here that club will be doing. Then we have Heritage Club, which would be actually taking care of preparing children for MUNs. Then Heritage Quiz conducted by CBSE. Then diversity, they will be encouraged to, they will be actually doing some activity to create awareness about diversity in the country. Then fundamental rights, all these activities would be done. Then we have Legal Literacy Club, which will be taking care of rights of the children. Again, an important field now. Not only rights of children, rights of everybody. So mental health, then anti-bullying campaigns. So this is again another club which will be doing all these activities. Then we have Seva Club and Interact Club. Then visit to orphanage. Some children have this bent of mind also. They want to do some social work. They feel about their surroundings that way. So these activities we plan to adopt some village or some nearby locality where these children will go and do some social work. Then those children who have love for language, so this club is for them, literary club. This club actually will take care of newsletter and magazine, and children will be part of editorial board also. Now enrichment classes, this is USP of Smart Window School. We were running 21 enrichment classes in 2019 when I joined. So these classes we plan to start from July onwards. So detailed information about these activities will be shared with you in the month of May, and after that we will hire outsiders who will be coming and conducting these classes. So then children, this is very important. Now class 9 and 10, in class 9 and 10, next class, you will be part of CBSE guidelines. So we have to follow all the guidelines, whatever are sent by CBSE. So I'm actually taking a blueprint of last year that was given by CBSE in 21-22, because we have not received any guidelines so far for the year 22-23. I hope you have understood. Like, because last year whatever pattern was there, so I'm just sharing that pattern with all of you. Because we keep changing it when CBSE sends us, because they are also changing the pattern on the basis of situation. So this is last year's blueprint. End of each term, there were 2 terms last year, term 1 and term 2. Term 1 was of 50 marks each, where 40 marks paper was conducted for the entire syllabus, 10 marks were allotted for internal assessment, and these 10 marks were allotted for periodic test, 3 marks. Like they were conducted for 25 marks, but we converted them into 3. Then multiple assessment, 2 marks. Subject enrichment activity, 3 marks. And portfolio, 2 marks. Changes in this pattern, if recommended by CBSE, that will be implemented in future accordingly, and we always keep you informed. Class 9 academic year will have 2 terms. First term from April to September, second term October to March. Area of assessment will be scholastic and post-scholastic. Scholastic will have subjects. It is mentioned here: English, Math, Science, Social Science. Then Hindi, Punjabi, French. Till class 8 we have formula of 3 languages. In class 9 and 10 we have formula of 2 languages. So English is compulsory here in school. Second language can be taken out of Hindi, Punjabi or French. And CBSE allows 1 extra language also if a child wants to take. They give this option of 1 extra language. Okay, so that is why it is written. You can take from here 1 second language also, and you can take 1 additional language also. in the final exam, like I'm talking about now, whatever choices you will make here, I want to make it very clear to all the parents, whatever choices you will make here in class 9, child will be registered with CBSE in class 9 only. After that, no changes will be made. It is a tedious process. So you make your choices like after a lot of discussion with your child as well as with teachers. And you have, my suggestion would be you can take 2 languages at least till September. Okay? You can take till September. By September, you should have clear vision which language you want to do. And then you go for just one language at the time of registering with CBSE. Registration usually takes place in October and November. So at that time, you should be making your correct choices. Once you have registered, after that it is difficult to add also and to delete the language also. I am talking about additional language here. 2 languages are compulsory. English compulsory है ही हमारे पास. Now, out of Hindi, Punjabi, French, you can go for one language as second language. If you want to take one more language, that would be known as additional language. Okay? We are planning to conduct class also for additional language. Narendra ma'am, are you here with me? Okay. So we have 2 periods kept, 2 periods kept for this additional support. We will give, but not more than that. Do not expect everyday class for additional class because we are introducing skill subjects also and we are running clubs also in school. So additional language will be just twice a week. Okay? So now, then you can choose any one skill subject. One skill subject is compulsory. You have to pick any one. Now there will be 2 terms. Term 1, periodic test 1, periodic test 2. It will start from April onwards. April, May, periodic test 1. Then July, August, we have periodic test 2, 25 marks. We will convert it into 3 marks. Then term 1 exam will be 40 marks. Then multiple assessment 2 marks, subject enrichment 3 marks, portfolio 2 marks. The same pattern will be there in term 2 also for the final term. Again, this pattern is as per whatever we received last year from CBSE. If they change, we will also change it. Usually, it used to be double of this. I'm just telling you, it used to be like 40 term 1 exam used to be 80 marks earlier. Okay, so we will see accordingly, we'll change our patterns. So now the promotion policy, this is a serious business. Children, please read it. So in order to be declared as having passed in class 9, a student must obtain minimum of 33% marks in internal assessment as well as their final exam together. Like it is term 1 and term 2 together. Term 1 and term 2. Where we are taking not only 80 marks paper or 40 marks paper, we are taking internal assessment also. Means out of 100, you have to obtain 33% marks individually in every subject. It's not difficult. So, I hope everybody has understood. For every subject individually, you have to obtain 33% marks. If a student scores less than 33% marks in 1 or 2 subjects, it will be considered as compartment. 1 or 2 it will be compartment. If he or she scores less than 33% marks in more than 2 subjects, that is, if it is 3 subjects individually, if child is not having 33% marks, then child will not be promoted to class 10. It will be considered as retained in the same class. It is CBSE policy. It is not Smart Wonders school policy. It is CBSE policy that is in place. A printed report card will be given on both the terms, like term 1 and term 2 from the school, and it will have grades also, and internal assessment, all the record will be there in the report card. Question paper pattern. Number and type of questions and pattern will be based on blueprint sent by CBSE. For knowledge of all the parents here, we get guidelines for class 10 every year. We get guidelines for class 10, and immediately those guidelines are followed in class 9 also, because ultimately class 9 should be prepared to reach class 10. So that is why whatever guidelines we receive from CBSE, we implement it. Any change in the pattern of assessment as suggested by CBSE is also implemented. Then this year, like last year, they had term 1 exam objective type, multiple choice questions were there. The whole paper, 40 marks, was multiple choice questions. And now children are going to appear in April. This paper is going to be subjective. So as and when they guide us, so accordingly changes are incorporated in class 9 also. Area of assessment, as this was all scholastic area, now post-scholastic area. You will be given grades, children will be given grades for discipline, art education, health and physical education, then work education. Important changes introduced by CBSE. This is for all the children who are scared of math. We have anybody here? Anybody? Oh, one child here. Okay, anybody? No. So this is something that is introduced by CBSE to make those children comfortable who actually do not like math. So they have introduced 2 levels of mathematics. First level is same as existing one that you had done till class 8. Okay. Now the other level, and this whatever same level I'm talking about here, they call it standard mathematics. Okay. So there are 2 levels. One is standard mathematics, other is basic mathematics. So standard and it is existing, and basic for the easier level of examination. Read each line carefully. It is easier level of examination. Means you are studying the same book, you are doing everything same, but at the time of appearing in the exam, you get one easier paper. So the syllabus, classroom teaching, internal assessment, both level of examination, everything will remain the same. So students get opportunity to study with other children. Like all topics, everything is covered. However, they are able to decide upon the level of board examination depending upon their aptitude and ability. You must have seen, sometimes parents also say, घर में तो बहुत अच्छा करता है, exam में पता नहीं क्या हो जाता है. We have such children at home. So this is for them actually, because they just want to avoid that. They just wanted to help those children who are scared of examination hall, not the subject. So what happens when they are so scared, they tend to make so many mistakes. So that is why at the time of examination, they have this choice. Children will have this choice of appearing in an easier paper. Standard level is meant, now they have mentioned also, this I have taken from CBSE only. Standard level will be meant for students who wish to opt for mathematics at the senior secondary level. Like those who have very clear bent of mind, they want to go for some research, they want to go for some engineering or higher level of study in mathematics. So they should go for standard mathematics. Basic level should be for them, those who do not want to pursue mathematics at higher level. Now internal assessment teaching will be uniform. We are emphasizing on it. It will be uniform. Teacher will not make a difference. Okay, you are basic, you don't do this. No, it will be same kind of teaching that will be happening in the classroom. Student can appear in standard paper. This is important. Student can appear in standard paper in the month of July also after declaration of result of basic mathematics. I am talking about this batch when you will go in class 10. If you have opted for basic mathematics and you have appeared in board exam in March in basic mathematics only, but still you have choice to get it converted into standard mathematics by appearing in one more level of exam that is conducted by CBSE after 6 months. Like they conduct exam in the month of March, then they accommodate all the people who have actually got compartment. So in July or August, they conduct another level of exam. So standard exam can be given at that time also. This is another facility that CBSE is giving. Student will have to, now why it is important to discuss in class 9? Because all this that I have just told you, this facility is provided by CBSE board. But we have to make our choice in class 9 only. When you are registering your board for CBSE, in the month of October, November, at that time you will have to make this choice. So student will have right to choose between two levels of examination at the time of submission of list of candidate, LOC बोलते हैं इसको, by the affiliated school to the board online during class 9 registration. Class 9 there will not be any basic math exam or standard math exam. In class 9 all the children will be studying in the similar manner, they will appear in the same paper. In class 10 also they will study the same mathematics. But if child has registered for basic mathematics, then in class 10, in the final board exam, child will get a simpler paper. I hope I am clear to everybody here. Yeah, okay, thank you. So now these are the components. Sometimes children do not know that how we are assessed. Sometimes parents also do not know that how these internal assessment marks are assigned. So multiple assessment is on the basis of observation, oral test, individual or group work, class discussion, field trips, and concept maps, graphic organizers, crosswords, like whatever you do in class, it is all assessed throughout the year. Sometimes children even are not aware, even parents also do not know that they are, whatever you do in class, you are assessed all the times. That is why it is multiple assessment. And then we have subject enrichment activities also. In case of languages, we have listening and speaking skills. In mathematics, we have hands-on activities, math lab activity. In science, again, we have many science lab activities. And Viva, so many activities are done there. Then social science, math work, project works. Like whatever you do in the subject area, it is all assessed. Now, this is a new term that was introduced by CBSE, and people actually have no clarity that what all work to be put in the portfolio. So, I think when we were discussing about clubs, you must have seen there are so many activities that every child would be doing this year. So, all that work the child would be doing would be part of this portfolio. Apart from this, whatever child feels he has done something different in a particular subject, that will also become part of this portfolio. So, portfolio is basically evidence of students' work throughout the year, and it could be any work, day to day, or any. It is the best piece of work actually. Whatever a child feels that he has done wonderful during the year, so that work is to be put in the portfolio. These are some examples that we have shown here. What all you can put there? Your photographs of activities. If you are singing a song, put that photograph there. You are participating in any quiz, you can put photograph, you can put certificate there. Then any painting, any artistic work, anything you have even helped in organizing some program somewhere and you have got a certificate, appreciation certificate from school, from the principal, just put that work in the portfolio. Again, I think I was mentioning that nowadays companies and institutes are looking for the work that you people do apart from your academics. So this is collection of that work. So now, how to prepare? NCERT is your Bible. Teachers, do you agree? Yes. Please do not listen to these children when they say that there is so much available on internet. Mama, I want to study from there. No. Everything is mentioned in NCERT books. They are wonderful. I can vouch for it. For the past 25 years, I had taught from NCERT books. I was teaching class 11 and 12. Now also, each and everything. But when we say NCERT, whatever is written in NCERT, you have to read, you have to understand, you have to discuss. Even a small term that is written there, if you have not understood, you need to discuss what is this, because questions are going to be around that word even in the examination. CBSE system is so good. Now it is not like only some questions are asked, whatever are given at the back of the chapter. Actually each and every word, each and every line, each and every sentence what is written there is important. So a lot of written practice, regular study habit, then keep away your mobile and social media and avoid posting on social media. Very, 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 very important. Control yourself. Diksha and Nishtha app, CBSE apps are there. Usually teachers, we all refer to this. But as a parent, you can also download these apps And my suggestion would be like CBSE website. It is beautiful website. It is updated. There are all regular circulars uploaded there, and lot of good study material is there. Please download it. You will get to know that how you have to like deal with various subjects, what are the changes which are happening. They have given guidelines for parents also, like even for their mental well-being. They have done a wonderful job even in that area also. Then we have this site that you should be visiting, and this will be the curriculum 22-23 volume 1 that we will be following for class 9 and 10. So you can visit this website anytime and whenever you have time, just do it. Okay, thank you so much for patient hearing. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And I'm sure parents are enriched with the examination, assessment and promotion policy. So a lot of food for thought over the weekend. I'm sure everybody will have enough of scope and time to have a thorough discussion about all these things today. Thank you. If your actions inspire children to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are indeed worthy of the title teacher, said by Robert John. So I request all our educators to be on the stage. Jaideep sir, can we have the mic on the stage? Thank you.
Give them a round of applause.
I'll start from myself. I'm Gurmeet Kaur, class teacher of class 9A, and I'll be teaching them English. Looking forward for the support of all the parents and the children to enhance reading skills and do a lot of writing skills. Thank you. Passing over to you.
Good morning everyone. My name is Dr. Parul. I'll be taking maths for 9A and 9C.
Good morning all of you. I am Mrs. Kareen Kapoor. I will be taking maths for 9th B.
मैं शिप्रा से हिंदी 9th के सारे सेक्शंस की मेरे पास में हिंदी है और मैं बच्चों से और उनके पेरेंट्स से सहयोग की आशा करती हूँ।
साਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ। ਮੈਂ ਛੋਟੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਔਰ 9th ਦਾ ਮੈਂ B ਸੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਲਵਾਂਗੀ। ਇੱਥੇ ਮੈਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੱਸਣੀ ਚਾਹਾਂਗੀ ਕਿ ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਜਿਹੜੇ 8th ਤੱਕ ਬੱਚੇ 3rd ਲੈਂਗੁਏਜ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਮੇਨ ਵਿਸ਼ੇ ਦੇ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਚੁਣਿਆ ਹੈ ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਹਫਤੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 6 ਪੀਰੀਅਡ ਪੜ੍ਹਨਗੇ ਔਰ ਮੈਂ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟਸ ਦੇ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਵੀ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਆਸ ਰੱਖਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਐਡੀਸ਼ਨਲ ਸਬਜੈਕਟ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਵਿਸ਼ਾ ਇਹ ਚੁਣਿਆ ਹੈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਰਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਤਿਆਰੀ ਕਰਵਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ। 2 ਪੀਰੀਅਡਸ ਵੀ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੇਨ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਚੁਣਿਆ ਹੈ ਪੂਰੇ 6 ਪੀਰੀਅਡਸ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਨੂੰ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਗਏ ਨੇ ਔਰ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਤੋਂ ਤੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਮੀਦ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਬਾਕੀ ਵਿਸ਼ਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤਵੱਜੋ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਉਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਹੁਣ ਪੂਰੀ ਹੀ ਤਵੱਜੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇ ਪਾਓ।
Good morning everyone. I'm Nupur Makkar, HOD Social Science. Gonna be the class teacher of class 9C and will be taking history and political science for all the sections of class 9. Thank you so much.
Good morning everybody. I'm Rashmi Khanna and I'll be taking geography and economics for all the sections of class 9. I'm a class teacher for 9.
Good morning everyone. I am Rima Patel, HOD Science. I will be teaching physics in all three sections of class 9. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. I am Parinika and I'll be taking chemistry for all the three sections. Thank you.
Good morning one and all. I'm Ruchika. I'll be taking biology for all the sections of 9. Thank you.
सुप्रभात, मैं मंजू कपूर, मैं 9B और 9C की additional हिंदी library हूँ.
Morning all, I'm Narendra and I'll be teaching computer application and skill subject AI in all the sections of it.
ਮੇਰੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਿਆਰ ਭਰੀ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ. 9C ਦੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਲੈ ਰਹੀ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ 9th ਤੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਐਡੀਸ਼ਨਲ ਚੂਜ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ.
Good morning everyone, I am Indrajeet Gill and I will be teaching English to class 9B.
Good morning everyone, I am Anamika, HOD English and I will be teaching English to class 9C.
Good morning everyone, myself Pooja and I will be taking liability classes.
Good morning everyone, I am Mandeep Ledger, the school counselor. I will be looking into the behavioral and emotional needs of the students. Thank you.
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. I'm Kiran Vashish and I'm the activity coordinator and the activities HOD. It's my humble request to all the parents to just, because 9th and 10th is a very crucial year. These are very crucial years for class 9 and 10 and children are really academically very boggled, right? So we should take out some time, let them pursue their passions as well. Because whenever the children come back and tell me कि मैम हमारे घर में करने नहीं देते, हमें arts करने नहीं देते, music नहीं करने देते, so it's a request to the parents. So please let them, because that's a stress buster for them, right? So I'll be teaching fine arts, that is art and craft to class 9. Thank you.
Good morning everyone, I'm Manisha Shishodia. I'll be taking dance for all section of 9. Thank you.
And good morning, I'm Jaydeep and I'll be taking music for all the sections of 9.
Good morning everyone, I Sandeep Best, sports in charge and will be taking care of sports for 8 to 10.
Thank you for introducing yourself.
Sorry, even I should have come here because I'm not used to it. Sorry, please give me a couple. So, parents, I have already told you that I will be taking skill subjects, marketing and sales. So, if you have any doubt regarding the subject, maybe I think this is for the first time you must be hearing of this subject in class 9 and 10. You can ask your questions also. One thing I want to say that it is not about salesmanship, please. It is not like when we talk about marketing and sales, it has nothing to do with salesmanship. It is basically to design the product, as I'm saying, that there are going to be 4 P's that we will be doing. 4 P's, first is your product, how to design a product, how to brand a product. And there are so many other things, tagline, children will be doing everything. Product, we will be just moving around product for some days. There is a full-fledged chapter, product. Then, how to price the product. Like, you have to see competitive prices also, like how people are pricing their product because you cannot work in isolation. So, second P would be pricing of the product. And third P is going to be, any guesses here? Physical distribution. How to distribute the product. You have to sell it also. There are so many channels. So how to sell the product, this is another important area. It is not only door-to-door selling. There is so much. We have net facility, we have advertising, so many things which will be there. And last one is promotion. Promotion is all about your publicity. I'm also doing the same. I hope you have guessed it right. so this is the way. So that is why this is the content of the subject. So that I will be taking. Thank you so much. So sorry teachers. Actually, because I'm a little excited because we are introducing it for the first time. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Well, I request you to open the forum for the discussion for more clarity if the parents have any.
Ma'am, I think
Okay.
we
Ladies
got
and
that
gentlemen,
first.
she is a person of distinct vision and a fountain of head of illuminating ideas, an idol of knowledge, experience, and inspiration to all of us. Let's welcome our worthy principal, Mrs. Pta Meeting, to share her encouraging words with all of us.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you for taking out the time and being with us, all parents and the students. And thank you, teachers, for introducing yourself. And thank you, Raina ma'am, for taking us through this elaborate presentation, where I'm sure that you must have covered about 90% of what doubts parents might have. And I am only here to say that whatever was there in the presentation, we as a team are ready to deliver. So what the children need in class 9, we are planning to deliver. And the fact that for the past 2 years, the children were studying mostly online with a little, a few months of coming offline, we need to cover up that gap. So that gap might have been as far as academics is concerned, co-curricular activities might be concerned, social, emotional development, or physical development. So we do understand that there is a learning loss that has happened, or there is a gap, but that is something that is global. And we as a school, Smart Wonders, is very aware of it, and we have taken many steps, as you would be able to make out from the presentation, that we have put in a lot of thought to ensure that we are able to cover this gap over a period of, if not this coming year, but definitely by next year. So by the time your children are sitting for their boards, and we don't even know if that's going to happen, you know that the CBSE, there is a lot of churning that's happening in the CBSE. And maybe by the time the children come into 10th, they might just do away with the board. Or maybe the year after that. So we need to be adaptable to change. We do not know what's happening. We cannot say that on the 2nd of April 2022, the principal said that we are going to have a board, and why is it not there? Right? So things change by the minute, and anybody who's not willing to change will get left behind. So children, you have to gear up. Every time a new rule or a new notice or a circular comes from the CBSE, it is shared with all the people concerned, and it will be shared with all of you also parents, and it will be there on the website, on the parent tab. You have to be very, very vigilant. We have to make sure that we know what is happening and what is needed. And like ma'am said, all of you need to put a star on the CBSE website. Check it every day. Get your children into the habit of going and visiting the CBSE website. All you children. So your history should show went to the CBSE website on a daily basis. There is so much of information there. You do not need to go to various websites on the net. You just go to the CBSE. The content that is needed, the procedure that has to be followed, everything is given for the students in a safe environment. Right? So that is my advice to all you parents. And of course, I think most of the children of class 8 were quite serious, but all the children who were not, this is the time to sit up and wake up and ensure that you are in the classroom physically and mentally from day one. I do not want to find children not performing from day one. Be it academics, be it co-curricular, the children need to be aware of the children need to be aware of what they need to do. See, as adults also you might realize, if we get left behind once, you know, we've taken a leave of 1 week or 10 days and there is work piling up, we kind of get demotivated. We feel, oh, but I cannot catch up with others. So it is very, very important that you are doing your work on a daily basis. The work that is done in class, the class assignments, similar work is sent back home as home assignment. It is an extension of the work that is done in school. For subjects like, especially say maths, science or any other subject also, so languages also, the work that is sent back home is for practice, because that will give the child an idea also whether the child has actually understood what was done in school. So my advice to all the parents is that please have a very structured time for the child when the child will sit and study. So not only do homework, because in class 9 you are not just going to do home assignments. You have to do self-study. Whatever has been done in school, the same thing you have to go through it at home, so that when you come the next day and the teacher moves on from there, you are up to the mark. And if there is any doubt in your mind, that is when you are supposed to be asking it. Not from your parents, not from tuition teachers, from your subject teachers. Is that correct? Have you understood, children? All the children? Have you understood? So it is your responsibility to sit down. Even if there's zero homework, which will not happen because there is a homework timetable and the homework will be sent according to the timetable. However, over and above the home assignments, you need to spend half an hour to 1 hour minimum on going over whatever was done in school. That is something that you as children have to do, and you all here present as parents have to ensure that it is happening. So gone are those days where your child will sit in his own room or her own room and lock the door. Please, all doors now need to be opened. The children have to study under your guidance. You don't have to sit with them. They are old enough to do it themselves. But you should know that they are actually sitting and studying, not on the mobile with their friends. So now the children do not have any excuse to say that I need to connect with my friend because we've not met for so long. They are going to be meeting their friends on a daily basis. Right? So please do not now give the children mobiles anymore. They are coming to school, they are offline, they do not need their mobiles. So I know I'm going to become very unpopular with the children very soon, but I think it is high time we take the mobiles back. Right? So it is wonderful to know that every single child of class 9 is coming offline, so there is no excuse. And believe me, no teacher says, please go and do research on your own. It is not safe. We have a computer period. We have a lot of projects that are done with different subjects, and that research work will be done in the safety in the school, on the computers, where all the websites that the children should not visit are blocked. So let the research happen in school, in a safe environment. For all the children's physical needs, we have incorporated enough physical activity periods, dance periods, sports periods. For their socio-economic needs, we have introduced a 1 hour period of circle time, wherein the children will be able to interact with each other, express themselves, reconnect with their friends in a very safe and non-judgmental environment with their class teacher present. Right? So this is over and above the class teacher period, wherein the teacher gets to kind of understand the academic needs of the children, something that the children might be facing, and where she has to tell her colleagues the subject teachers what the child's needs are. So please understand and believe me when I say that a lot of thought has gone into the preparation of the schedule, of the timetable, of which teacher should be where. So all this is not done randomly. We understand what the children have gone through for the past 2 years. We understand what you have struggled with. So have we. Most of the teachers have children of similar ages. We also have families. So we've also gone through the same process. So we understand, we empathize, and we are there for you. So another thing that I would like to tell all the parents is, which we've been doing all this while also, and now again we will be continuing with it, is connect with us. Whenever you have a problem, an issue, speak to us, come meet us, send us a mail. It will be looked into. So any issues that parents have, we do not want those issues or problems to become big problems which then get delayed. So the children need to speak up in class. I need confident children who will stand and raise their hands and tell the teacher to stop. That ma'am, please don't go any further. I've not understood what you just taught. Right? So could you please just reteach? And I vouch for it and I request all the teachers to do that in a very gentle manner. The fact of the matter is that when we stand up to ask, I have not understood, that takes a lot of courage. It needs to be encouraged. So all the teachers here, please give me the promise. Yes? Yes. Thank you. So we need to tell our children, please raise your hands, ask, ask, ask. Because there is no one in this building, this hall, who knows everything. At least I don't. So we all need to ask and learn. And our children are coming to school to learn. They are not expected to know everything. Even we teachers don't know everything. We are learning by the day. That is why we spend the past 15 days to reteach ourselves, to change our lesson plans, to change our worksheets, because we are again moving from online to offline. So even if the concepts they have taught in class 9 last year, but they have to find another way of teaching you because you are going to be sitting in the classes. So the methodology will change. And that is why it is very important that all of us ask when we've not understood something, when we have a doubt, or we have a suggestion. That's also very important. Please encourage your children to voice their opinion. And we will do so in the school as well. These clubs will help the children. There are so many children I know who have various interests. So we are going to give them the opportunity to shine in these clubs. And like ma'am said, so these are our internal clubs. We are starting from day 1, from April itself, because we don't want to lose out on 2 months and wait for the enrichment clubs to start in July. Those will happen. And the reason that we are delaying the enrichment clubs till July and the Green Cafe, as ma'am said, is for safety reasons. We want to be very sure that our children are safe before we expose them to outsiders who come to teach those subjects and activities, right? Because we can contain this environment. If a teacher is unwell, her family is unwell, she will not be in front of those children. However, if somebody is coming from outside, that person might not tell us. So it is not very safe. That is why we are postponing our enrichment clubs for July. So please understand that the children's overall development will be catered for. We will do our best. We need your support and your guidance as well to help us achieve what we want for the children. The teachers cannot do anything alone, neither can the parents. So together, what you do at home and what we do in school, we have to be there for the children together. Please support the children. If they are saying something, listen to them. And if the child is, for whatever reason, not able to express himself, herself to the teacher, please do so. Connect with your class teachers if that is still not satisfactory. Connect with the coordinator, connect with the vice principal. If by any chance you are still not satisfied, I am always there for you. Please write a mail, call me, meet me. I have never said no to a parent, that I can guarantee. And I can spend as much time with you as you need until we are convinced or we have resolved the issue. Whatever needs to be escalated to the management, I do that. We have a very, very structured policy of feedback from the parents. Whatever you need, you write to me. Every single mail that comes to the school is looked at by me, and yours is lying on my table, sir, so we will discuss it. So, and yours I've already reverted, but I'll still speak to you. So what I am trying to say is that I know my parents, I know my children, and I know what you are going through. So whenever you write to me, I reply, I speak to you, I meet you, and I speak to the director and try to get it resolved as much as possible, because that is the need of the hour. I cannot say this is not in my purview, this is not my problem, I couldn't care less. I can't do that, because there is so much of work happening here. It will negate that. So we all have to have a very positive attitude, and we all just need to understand life will have problems. There is no one here who doesn't have a problem, personal, professional, right? We all have issues and problems, but we don't have to carry them and kind of impose them on others. So if we have a positive demeanor, we will attract positive energy. But we should have the trust and faith that every problem can be resolved. This too shall pass. There is nothing that stays with us. What seems like the worst problem in the world right now, down the line 6 months you wonder, oh my God, why was I so concerned about it? Right? So please have that faith in yourself and your family and your school and your teachers. Students, please trust your teachers, speak up to them, and most important, my one request finally would be respect your teachers and your parents. If that respect is not there in your heart, and I'm not saying for the face of it, if I just go and wish someone but it's not coming from my heart, it's better not to do it. Right? So every feeling that you have has to come from within. If you do not respect your teachers, by the way, you will not really gain any knowledge from them. When we don't respect somebody, we can't take anything from them, whatever they might be saying, because what is going on in our minds? No, I don't believe it, I don't agree with it. So if you are coming to school and you do not have that respect for your teachers, you are wasting your time and your parents' money. Do not do it. So respect your parents always. You might have different views. Respect your teachers. You might not agree with everything that the others say, the elders say, but express your opinion, express your views in an appropriate manner. Always do unto others what you want done for yourself. So if you do not want to be laughed at, do not laugh at others. If you don't want to be bullied, don't bully others. If you want kindness and empathy, be kind and empathize with others. This is for all the children. I'm sure the parents already know this. But for the parents, that if you want your children to do all of this, be the role models. If you want your children to do something and you are not doing it, well, your children will also not do it. If I want my children to be courageous, I need to be courageous. If I want my children to be honest, I need to be honest and truthful in front of them. Not just in front of them, in life, I guess. So that is very, very important. Values, morals, all this comes from us. We imbibe it by watching others. So our teachers will be displaying all these values that we talk about. And as parents, you need to do it at home. Otherwise, very soon your children will question you. You are asking me to do X, Y, Z, but you are yourself not practicing it. Right? So, very, very important. Whatever we want our children to do, let's first do it ourselves. And and then only expect the children. So we give a big round of applause to the teachers again, because they have put in so much of an effort. And the fact that I stand here and speak to you with such confidence comes from here and here. So thank you, Raina ma'am, thank you, Maru ma'am, and thank you all the HODs. So by now you would already understand that our system is that we have different departments, subject assigned departments, and from class 3 to 10, we have HODs who look into the subject matter. So even if I'm a class teacher or a subject teacher in class 3, my work will be vetted and looked at from the subject point of view by my HOD. So that is the kind of value that we give to what the teacher will deliver in class. After they have looked at it, the HODs, we send it to the curators. We have outside agency working with us for training, for looking at our content, for helping us with what are the policies and things that we should be implementing in the school. Currently we have 11 committees working in the school for the past 1 year. And all those committees are meant for the safety, security, well-being, educational health of the children. If I can promise you academic and co-curricular rigor, it is because of all the background work that is done on a regular basis. So even if children say, oh, we don't want homework, well, we also take a lot of homework back home, and that is to ensure that we are prepared for the next day. Right? So believe me, a lot of thought has gone into the curriculum, a lot of work has gone into the planning of this coming session. There will be hitches, there will be problems, but we need to work together to overcome them. And my request to all of you is, the moment you come across something that you feel is a problem or could be done better, please connect and tell us, because we are here to listen and improve. So let me tell you, the very first Pta meeting of this session will be happening in the 3rd week of May. And that is when we will sit and discuss again as to how your child has performed in the past 2 months, April and May. And your 1 round of PAs would have happened already. So we will be able to look at the children's performance academically, socially, and in all other areas. And that is when you mutually with the class teachers will decide whether your child needs remediation in any subject or any concept. It doesn't have to be that the child has to take remediation for the rest of the year in, say, English or maths. It could be just that one concept that was taught in May that the child did not understand. So let's just revise that in July. So we are spending extra time to help the children, because we don't want your children to go for tuitions. And the fact that we will also have your children coming in on Saturdays, all working Saturdays, 3rd Saturdays are off, right? From again that 8 o'clock to 1:50. The period is finishing at 1:35. So if your children are going to be in school from 8 to 1:35 studying the various subjects, the child will stay back and then do his remediation. Or if we can manage, we might look at, say, the library period or some period if you feel that your child cannot stay back longer. But we request you that when the teachers are finding the time to spend extra time with your child, then you should also support, because that is the best for your child rather than going for outside tuition where you again waste money and the child's time, right? So thank you, parents. It's an honor to be standing here as the principal of the school. Thank you, Bacha, for giving me that little clap, silent clap. It makes me feel so good when I can connect with my students, with my parents, and it is an honor that you trust your children with us, their life and future, and it's my promise that I will make sure that every child who enters the SWS building is safe, healthy, happy, and getting the academics and the co-curricular requirements that are needed. We will bring rigor this year. We are offline, and we will, pray to God that we stay offline this session and the coming sessions. Thank you, parents. Thank you, teachers. Thank you, students. And I also want to just mention that little group gave the biggest round of applause for Sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Honored to have you amongst us, and really honored to have the most wisdomful words and the suggestions you shared with us. Thank you once again, ma'am. Being a smart one to write is about growing, changing, and helping each other. May this new session take you on a remarkable journey of discovery that begins now in this session 2022-23. Congratulations and welcome each one of you, and looking forward to begin this session with you. No celebration is complete without anthem. Now I invite the school choir to join us on this stage to sing the school anthem. I request all the parents and everybody to stand for the school anthem.